Welcome to the Mixtapes Podcast. I'm Bert Lepore. I'm here with Damian Monte Carlo and Angry Mike D. Today, we talk about Wasp Inside the Electric Circus. 40 years. Another one that came out in 1986. This one was released on Capitol Records. It was recorded.
I got demoted, Mike. You see that? I got demoted. No more intros. Bert wants to take the spotlight from me.
We'll call it demoted. He got demoted.
That's fine by me.
Yeah, well, So it was produced by Blackie Lawless. The band lineup. There was there was a lineup change in what? Did the lineup change become during the second record?
The lineup changed every fucking album.
Well, the first record, Tony Richards was the drummer. The second record was Tony Richards on the second record.
No, I think it was
Stephen Riley. Okay,
yeah,
so
Steve Riley.
Okay. So this is the second record, Stephen Riley. Okay, so the lineup for Inside the Electric Circus: Blackie Lawless, lead vocals, rhythm guitar instead of bass, and he was the producer.
Album on guitar.
Yep, Chris Holmes, lead guitar, Johnny Rod, bass guitar and backing vocals.
Yeah, that blonde dude.
Yeah, the guy. It was odd. Yeah, and Steve Riley, drums and backing vocals. Riley eventually left Wasp to join LA Guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
and Johnny Rod went on to do pornography.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. That came from King Cobra.
He did come
King
from
Cobra.
King Cobra.
That's a great
remember
name.
That band. That's the band that the guy became
Iron
a girl,
Eagle.
right? Was that the guy that became a girl? King Cobra. Okay.
Yeah, they did the Iron Eagle song
from the soundtrack, right? That's crazy. Blackie switched
Carmine
to a piece, Appice. One's Appice, one's a piece. So Blackie switched from bass to rhythm guitar. So, I was watching, before we get into this talk about it, I was watching a live clip from one of the Inside of the Electric Circus concerts, and it was pretty good. Man, Johnny Roth sang a lot of backing vocals. I mean, like a lot. Like, it was pretty interesting. Show was good, though. It was pretty good. I love the stage setup. I guess since we're talking about the look of it, interesting album cover. Would you guys say? Interesting album cover.
I mean, you got he looks very sexy in these tiger spandex right here.
Well, I think they said it's painted on. That's what he said. I don't know how true that is. But he said he shaved everything and he painted it on.
If you get the look on his face, though,
it was a shitty cover.
If you really is bad. If you really look at his, he reminds you of like Ralphie on Christmas morning from the Christmas Story.
Ralphie?
Look at when he wore that bunny outfit.
Oh,
he's
God.
looking. Why am I wearing this? Why am I doing this? It's like that's the look on Blackie's face. He doesn't look like he's too into it,
in my opinion.
No.
So, there's 12 songs on this record. The intro we're not going to include, even though it's pretty damn good. So we're going to take all our scores, 1 to 10, put them all together, give an average out, and then we'll average out the whole record, and we'll talk about some of the songs. So here we go. Wasp Inside the Electric Circus. Coming in at number 11. King of Sodom and Gomorrah. What do you got, Damo?
Not a bad tune. I mean, all these songs follow the Wasp formula from the first couple records. I'll probably save all my thoughts on that till afterwards. But yeah, it didn't really do too much for me. You know, it was like this song is towards the end of the record. I mean, it was decent. You know, I gave it a 6.3 out of 10.
Okay, Mike D.
I mean, it wasn't horrible. I mean, his vocal sounded good in it and everything. It just, I don't know, not my thing. Just, something turns me off of this song for some reason. I gave it a 5.75. I mean, just maybe the replay value of it, I just feel like isn't there for me. It's at the end of the album.
Yeah.
For maybe a reason.
Yep. King of Sodom and Gomorrah, I gave it a 6. Straightforward rock song. It's got some cool lyrical moments in it. The pre-chorus kind of stands out, but the chorus feels kind of just kind of average. Kind of solid for what it is. It fits on the record pretty good, but it's more of a deep cut. Not one I'm going to put on a playlist, you know. Going to number 10. The Rock rolls on. Damien.
Yeah, another one, pretty much the same as the last. I mean, it's a little bit better. I mean, At points or at times I feel like it kind of reminds me of uh On Your Knees. Like
From
a lot of
from
these songs
Kiss?
remind me of previous Wasp songs.
Oh, previous
On Your
Wasp.
Knees from Wasp.
Oh, from Wasp. Okay.
On your knees. On
Yeah.
your knees.
All
Yeah, so I gave it a 6.9.
right, Mike D.
The title just says it all, man. I mean, it's just cheese. The rock rolls on. You know what you're getting right away when you get into this song. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's kind of like generic-y.
Mm.
I don't know, six.
Yeah, the rock rolls on. I also gave it a 6. It's got that pounding Wasp formula, as Damien said. It's got strong vocals. I mean, my favorite part about Wasp is the vocals. But the song itself doesn't really quit as hit as hard as the other ones do. Maybe, um, not bad, just not an essential track for me. Like it's a forgettable track.
It's funny that you said that about the vocals. Like I haven't listened to Wasp in a long time. And like when I'm younger, like I never looked at Blackie Lawless as being that great of a singer. But now I'm listening to him like, wow, he's pretty powerful.
It's that scratch. He's got this
Yeah,
awesome scratch
he's
in his
pretty good. He
voice.
saves a lot of
It's
these songs,
it's
you
a
know?
scream. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
projects with that. It's still got a melodic tone, but he's got that. I can't explain it, and it cuts through good.
Right.
Coming in number 9, Mantronic. How about that one, Dame? What do you got?
Yeah. Mantronic. Yeah, so kind of like a weird title. Again, it's has that like an acoustic intro, which is kind of cool. It's a little bit different, changes the pace up a little bit, and then it kicks in. But the riff reminds me of the intro guitar riff. It sounds like Somebody Get Me a Doctor from Van Halen. Like it kicks in.
It's got that feel. It's got that
Yeah.
feel. It's got that
Um,
feel.
yeah, but yeah, I gave it a 6.8.
Okay, Mike D.
Another one title going into this one, just oof. But yeah, another deep, very deep cut on this album. Not a big fan of this one. Little, I don't know, goofy song. Gave it a 6.
I gave Mantronic a 6.75. Really cool guitar intro, man. It kicks it off. It
Yeah,
shifts
Eddie
into
Van
that.
Halen wrote it.
Yeah. It shifts into that 80s metal groove, slow bridge, and then the solo, which is the highlight. The solo is the best part of the song. Probably one of the best solos on the record. The solo gives it a higher score for me. Otherwise, it would have been lower than that, probably. Coming to number 8, Shoot from the Hip, Dave.
Uh, yeah, right in the score as the previous three songs. S- you know, not bad, decent. Nothing really different. I gave it a 6.7.
Okay, Mike D.
I like this one a little bit more than the other ones. I gave it a 7.25. It's not a great song, but I guess more in the first half of the album, I think it's a little more hidden. So by the time
Yeah.
you get to the end of the album, there's a couple more songs that almost sound like it.
Yeah, I thought Damien was going to give this one a bigger score than he did. For me, Shoot from the Hip, 6 out of 10. Give it a 6. It's built around a chugging guitar part. Basic hard rock jam. I mean, that's all this really is. There's plenty of space for Blackie's vocal, which is the cool part. And that's why some of these did score higher than others. It's the vocal saves it. It's not that they're great songs, just the vocal sounds good. It's decent. It's okay. Coming in at number 7, Sweet Cheetah. What you got, Dean?
Sweet cheetah, not sweet cheater, sweet cheetah.
Sweet Cheetah.
I guess to go with the animal
Yeah.
theme.
Yeah.
I actually really like this one. I thought it was one of the better tracks on the record. I gave it a 7.8.
Wow, that's pretty high. Yeah. Mike D.
Yeah, I kind of fit this in with the Mantronic a little bit right there. Yeah, very deep cut. Gave it a 6.
It's funny. I gave it a 6 out of 10 also. And I wrote another deep cut, but it does fit the vibe of the record. The standout moment is the little brief Kiss inspired section that's in there. Reminds me of Kiss before the final chorus, that little part. Not bad, but there's other songs that, outplay it. Coming in number 6, Restless Gypsy. Dame.
Yeah, I thought this was a pretty cool tune. It reminds me of Wild Child during the verses.
Mm-hmm.
I gave it a 7.75.
Another big score for Dame. Mike D.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the song didn't do it for me. I don't hate it, but I just feel like everybody was doing a song just like this, just pop, like every, metal band's this kind of poppy song and airy, and I don't know. I just feel like I heard it before. There really wasn't much going on in this one. It's got some cool vocals and hooks in there. 6.75.
I gave Restless Gypsy a 6 out of 10. I gave a lot of sixes on this record.
You did.
I did. It's got a strong opening that gives way to like the stripped down part for Blackie's scratchy melodic vocals, of course. His vocal styles makes the songs good or cool. The chorus is okay, but this is another track totally leans towards the filler track. Coming to number 5, I'm Alive. What you got, Dean?
Yeah, this is tied for my favorite song on the record. I like it because it doesn't sound like previous Wasp songs.
Wasps.
It's got like a Iron Maiden Wasps.
Wasps.
Yeah, it kind of has like an Iron Maiden gallop through the song. I gave it a 7.9.
Okay, Mike D.
Yeah, I kind of thought this was a cool track, 7.
Okay. I'm Alive. I gave a 7.25. There's a little bit of that, like Dame said, a little chugging. Reminds me of Barracuda a little bit. On the intro. The guitar bends are really cool in the song. The vocals are powerful and the chorus is fairly catchy. Strong solo. This one could get replay value for me. I'll play this a couple times. I kind of like this song. Coming in at number 4, 95 Nasty. What you got, Dame?
Yeah, this is a cool tune. One of the better ones, I think, on the record. I believe it was a single too.
It was a single
I
and a
think.
video.
Yeah.
The only video.
Yeah, that's weird, right?
Yeah.
Probably cut the tour
back.
support or something. Yeah,
Yeah. Cut back.
cut back on some stuff. Yeah, I gave it a 7.85.
Mike D.
Cheesy title, but I like this one. 7.5.
All right. I gave it a slightly lower. I gave it a 7.25. Intro reminds of AC/DC. The song settles into this droning kind of verse, but Blackie's voice, again, elevates the song. Decent hook, a product of the era, though. Definitely, the song's definitely a product of the times. Like I said, it was also a music video and a single from it. And yeah, it was the only music video released from that record. Yeah. Which I would thought they definitely would have. I mean, Inside the Electric Circus, they should have released the video, but I'm surprised they didn't. Coming in number 3, Easy Living. What you got, Ding?
Yeah, not a bad tune. It sounds like there's some rock organ in there, which is cool and different for them. It kind of changes it up a little bit as far as the sound. I gave it a 7.5.
This was a cover.
It was a Uriah Heep cover. Yeah,
You're right.
Hence the organ. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, I kind of like this one. It was definitely a different pace for them. Another 7.5 for me.
All right. Easy Living. I gave it 8.25, a higher score for me. Cover Uriah Heep's classic. And Wasp does it justice. Absolutely does it justice. The melodic sections are really good on this. The vocals slightly pulled back in the mix. The vocals are a little farther back in the mix, maybe because if they were up higher in the mix, his voice might have been too abrasive for the song, I'm thinking. So maybe they, as we used to call, they David Lee Roth you in the mix, which means, you're right below the music, But that's what we usually call it in our circle of friends. Yeah, that's probably just, to avoid some of the harshness of the vocals. It's a fun track. It's a well executed, fun track. I like this one. It was a good cover. Coming in number 2, speaking of covers, I Don't Need No Doctor. What do you got, Damo?
Yeah, not bad. I mean, I'm not that crazy about the song. I think that they did a good job with the cover of it and everything. But there's one part I just cannot stand is that whoo, whoo. That part in the back, I for some reason, that just
You would think
bothered
that's
me.
so not Wasp-like too, you know?
It is like not Wasp like, but yeah, that lost points for me. I gave it a 7.3.
All right, Mike D.
This song was covered a lot, I believe. Who was the original?
Ray
Somebody,
Charles.
Jeez.
And then
yeah,
Humble Pie covered it with
yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Ashford and Simpson did it.
Wrote it. I think Ashford and
Wrote it.
Simpson wrote it, which
Yeah.
is crazy, right? Remember Solid as a Rock? I remember that
Hmm.
song.
Yeah,
I remember the guy, Ashford and Simpson. I remember the guy looked like a preacher. He had the longer hair.
Yeah.
They had
The long
the
Jerry
outfits
curl.
with the what were the 80s outfits? They wore like the shoulder pads, kind of like
Yeah.
outfits,
Yeah.
yeah. The Jerry curl, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the soul glow.
Soul Glow. Yeah.
Yeah. What you got, Mike?
yeah, this actually might have been my favorite off the album. I believe it was. I gave this an 8.5.
Wow. Okay. Okay. I gave it an 8.5 too. Originally recorded by Ray Charles, later famously covered by Humble Pie. Um,
Humble Eye.
Humble Pie. This version powers through like a bulldozer. I think it's pretty aggressive. Blackie's voice cuts through like a friggin' razor in the song. You know, turning a good tune into a really good cover of it. So a little more aggressive. I like this one. I could do without the woohoo stuff part too, but it's pretty good. Real good cover. Coming in number one. No surprise to me. Inside the Electric Circus. What do you got, Damo?
Yeah, this is a great opener. Great track. I'll be honest, after the first two Wasp records, I kind of lost interest. So I don't, man, I know I've had to have heard this song before. I mean, I had the cassette tapes. I probably listened to it like once,
Right.
maybe, but I kind of forgot about this song. But it's yeah, it's a great track, great opener. I gave it a 7.9.
Nice. And you were talking earlier with me about the intro. The intro is really cool too. That goes
I
into it.
would have gave the intro a 10. I thought the
Intro was cool.
I thought the intro was fucking great.
Yeah,
Killer intro.
I agree. Mike D.
My second favorite on the album, 8.25.
Yeah, Inside the Electric Circus is a 9 out of 10 for me. It's definitely my favorite song on the record. The title track, it's pure energy, total energy, man. Perfect opener. It hits hard, it hits fast, it's got a cinematic feel to it. Uh, yeah, it sets the tone for the record. The record might fall off a little bit after that, but the first couple songs he hits you pretty hard, and then the record I think falls off a little bit. But it's easily a standout track and definitely my personal favorite on the record. So here we go. Overall scores: Damien gave it a 7.33. Mike D gave it a 6.9. I gave it a 7. Overall mixtapes rating 7.09. Not too bad. Better than it looked like it was going. You know, there's some songs that definitely saved it. So let's go to our final thoughts. Dame, what you got?
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, um, there was a lot of songs on the album that kind of sound like previous Wasp songs.
Yeah.
Um, I thought, and the ones that I liked the best, it sounded like their own song. It didn't sound like they were ripping off themselves.
Right.
Um, it just and it could have been a reason why they never really couldn't get over the hump. You know, they had too many lineup changes, and I don't know. There's just songs weren't as diverse maybe on this album. It just kind of sounded like rehashed stuff to me. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad I finally got a chance to check it out. Honestly, I don't think I'll probably listen to it again. I mean, aside from the opener and maybe this song "Inside the Electric Inside the Electric Circus," everything else was just like, yeah, it was okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Mike D.
Yeah, I remember even when I was younger, this not being one of my most played Wasp albums. And I can understand why. I mean, looking back, there's really only a few good songs. I don't want to say a few good songs, but only a few songs I'd really take the trip back to. So I don't know. Not my favorite one, but it isn't terrible. I mean, it's just a lot of it background music.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. For me, my final thought is I think there's some stuff to like on here. I love the concept, idea. with the circus thing. I think it was a pretty cool idea. And some of the stage show that I seen looks pretty good. I didn't see him on tour when they came during this tour, but it was pretty cool. I definitely think the theme was a great idea. Standout tracks, of course, Inside the Electric Circus. I Don't Need No Doctor, Easy Living, and I'm Alive. Like them four would make a playlist for me. So there's at least four real strong songs from me on it, even though two of them are covers. But when I think of Wasp, I think of Black A Lawless. I think of the voice, the grittiness, the scratchy tone. It's definitely their identity. Definitely. And that makes some of the record work for me. Well, I personally prefer the debut record or Headless Children or Crimson Idol. They're my three favorites. This album delivers enough to make me play it a couple times a year. I'll go through this record and put it on maybe twice a year or something like that. It's not their strongest release, but it is still Wasp, you know. And for that alone, people are going to like it. They like Wasp. So if you haven't heard it in a while, check it out. Inside Electric Circus is a great song. The rest of the album's decent. Decent. But I always felt the same way about Last Command. You had what's it? I can't even think. Wild Child was
Wild
a great
Child.
song. Blind in Texas was kind of cool, and the rest of the album was okay. You know, but when you
Yeah.
go deeper into like Headless Children's got a lot of good stuff. Crimson Idol, I think, is great, and the whole concept record's really good. And then there's other stuff that came out afterwards that I think people didn't realize that Wasp still was releasing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, they got a lot of albums.
Got a lot of albums. Kill Fuck Dies one. I think Dying for the World, Still Not Black Enough. There's a bunch. Hell Dorado. I mean, there's definitely a nice big list of them. Golgotha, whatever that's called, Goliath, or whatever that was called, Goliath or something like that. But yeah. So if you're a Wasp fan, if you haven't heard this in a while, throw it on. The first 3-4 songs definitely hit you with a punch. Mixtapes. See you guys next week.